am Matthew White, and today, welcome back to the Ero channel. We are having a PlayStation Formula 2 race around the famous Italian Grand Prix, hosted its events back in 1950, where the baby F1 cars started. So we're going to wait for now for our drivers to line up on the grid, just to confirm our last week's race with us, due to the penalty being removed. If I can check quickly. That Clem is the winner of the Dutch Grand Prix, and Bird did not win the race at all, unfortunately. Well, these are nice to have another face back on the top step of the podium. So, yeah. We're gonna get... Oh, hang on. My internet connection's fine. We'll be ready to go away. We're ready to set off the track in about a few minutes' time. So if everyone's new here, give us a hello in the chat. Make it nice and cozy. Be nice and cozy in the chat room. And don't worry, I do not bite. I am a Ero commentator now for the whole season, beginning from the British Grand Prix. I just watched Toby to do me a favour, and we've got some comments flowing into the chat now. Hello Ginger, how are you doing today? We'll have an exciting race today. So I might as well just buckle onto your seatbelts and let's get some racing done. This is the Italian Grand Prix. We're waiting for two Dutchies of JB Cuppen and Mitch Davis. And Luca is being forced to move for Joe. Joe might be in the chat room. We'll see a little bit of a confuddle before the race actually begins. We shall see. And will just give me useful information to tell me what to do, which is nice of him. So we've got 17 people and Mavericks now. We've got a seat. Aston Martin. That's anyway. We'll have our race beginning pretty shortly. And this is a true fact, by the way. I spent waiting about nearly 4 hours to wait for a watch to try to get into the Ero account, get into the channel before I need to start streaming. I've tried waited since about precisely 2 PM and he hasn't actually set a response until one of his mates private messaged me. And then he worked out after about 3.5 hours later. Everything's now back up and running, so I can do some streaming on Ero. Thank heavens for that. So anyway, let's have a look at an Alpine and a Williams missing. Good-ish. Yes, sir. From the list of number 92. Right, let's go. We see our first qualifying session underway. Well, and early. I'm doing fine, Dreadinger. We'll have a very exciting race on our hands today at a beautiful 5.3 kilometre track. One of the fastest tracks in the F1 calendar, with Lewis Hamilton setting the world record back in 2020 with a world record time of 1:18.8. faster than Kimi Raikkonen back in 2018. Could we see any more world records broken today? We should find out. Hang on. Oh wait, we're good. Okay, we're good. So we are loading into the session now. A new race winner. And don't forget, it always causes carnage. Into session now, another 10 seconds. Right, we're in already. Loading complete. Gotta wait for the game. And we are in beautiful sunny Italian Grand Prix grounds of Monza, home of the Italian Grand Prix. Now wait for the first driver to head out on the track. Let's turn these on before I forget. There we go. Sweet. Nobody planned to go. We see a Ferrari of Mark. So you already see the Ferrari of Marco. He's the first person out on the track. And session is now underway. This was now towards the first chicane of today. Followed behind we have MA. And try to get the tyres warmed up as much as they can. Followed by Woody. Then the Ross Championship leader Joshua Evans, after his poor showing. You see more people piling up the pits now. They have to be careful and they don't want to be in traffic as soon as they can. Yellow in ready. Oh, Emma has spun around. That's going to hurt the tyres a little bit. Anyway. The driver used pressing firmly on the brake pedals. And so it was now probably a beautiful orange, red and yellow for representing the championship winning Le Mans 24-hour car. Anyway, now see now it's okay. It was now towards the fire corner called Parabolica. Anyway, start lap off beautiful monster track. So what time he could do. Into speed drop now, heading speeds of 354 km/h, hard braking to turns 1 and 2. Also called a chicane. And powering road towards now towards the fast 500 off turn 3. And heading towards the Delawater chicane. So it's 6.246, which is quite a semi-decent first sector for him. Past the Delawater nicely there. And he's now heading towards the first of the two Lesmos. One of the two most typical corners on the track. Making a little bit, a little bit shaky there. Heading towards now, towards the Scarry now, the back straight. Accelerating up to 350 kilometers an hour. Hard braking, keep it putting like that. That's how you do the Scarry chicane. So power towards Parabolica. And see what last time he could do. I think he should Parabolica speed. Let's see what time can Marco do for the first lap of the day. We have a time of 119.407. Now to beat we have MI close behind. Sets time 120.6. That's on the Woody quickly going across the line. It validates the lap, which doesn't count. We're the fastest lap of faster in mountains. 119.244. Whoa, what the earth? Some impeding. Between Guslock and Clem sets the fastest lap of the day with a 190.080. Pay attention to seems to have invalidated a lap. And now pay attention to Cameron Dunn. Spurs set a bank time of 125.41. And you see now Cameron Dunn heading towards the final corner. Invalidates his lap as well. It goes fastest with 118.9. And we have some chaos. You know, Joshua Evans is being happy with his time there, pre-for the moment. But he might need to quickly move out of the way before he celebrates a bit too early. That's the number 92, the legendary lead driver, laid now. Also blessed with a really low gear. It's not very quite cleanly. With the hours powering up now. We have Luca heading towards Parabolica to finish off the lap. Let's see what time he can do. And goes head fastest with 119.6. 11th fastest in fact. So Mercedes makes themselves a Mercedes 1-2. Let's see Banks. Alex is nowhere to be seen. It's the exact same thing like I did. I mean, I'll pay attention to Max now. Going a little bit too hot there, and just a little bit of a slide that'll cost him out another 2/10. Hopefully it doesn't affect the lap times too much, and he goes across the line to go P11. Carbon, Don and Bird are leading a Mercedes 1-2. And we're now heading towards Watcher. That's a bit bug. Anyway. Oh, wait, break. Oh, I might have apologised for a bit of lag there. Yeah, I think I'm having a little bit of a lag issue at the moment, but I think everything's going to be okay. Enter as well. There's Emirates probably towards turn on. Quickly does it in second gear. Alex is on a lap. There's on towards the Sky. Revving the engine as slow as they can towards the Parabolica. So what last time he can do? There goes 8 fastest. Sorry about that. My game's Wi-Fi's been a bit of an issue recently, so despite that, everything's running quite smooth. Obviously unlucky. One of the possible championship contenders. Meanwhile, I'm still suffering with a bit of internet lag. Towards the first last bus. I would apologise to everyone in chat. Times may not be accurate right now. Just right now, my internet's having a little bit of a lag. Everything may seems to come back normally. Obviously, looking now, heading towards Parabolica. Around the corner, the Mercedes is still on a 1-2. Safe gear, fast up with the use all the lines you can. And lucky it's over the line to go P3 for 19.021. Nowhere near any 118s. It's coming down the same up for a lap here. Can you improve on the 118? Sussy now over the line, goes to P12. Map is on lap number 2. Map is 2 times up. 2 times up, so we could possibly try and find salvage something out of the first few corners. Woody is P5, Fowles P6. And we need to pay close attention to Cameron Don. He's another 500s up. Can he set the world's best F1 lap effort to beat Lewis Hamilton's time of 118.8? It could be done if you're using a maxed out car. Towards I was invalidated, that's an awful shame for him. As Clem goes to the 118.7s, he has a new lap record on our belt 180.7. Germap is on 118.9. Let's see what he is on the in lap. We have Aston Martin's driving the McLaren. Talking of possible new sponsorship program. And he goes to the line now, to see what time he sets. Goes to P7 for 118.09. Whereas Joshua Evans has lost it again. I don't know what's happened this time around. May cause a bit of a distraction for some drivers. We might need to join the track safely, possibly can without impeding someone else. Unfortunately for him, it's quickly now. He's lost it there a little bit. And that's Luca. Luca's a 10th down. And now he's not improving. Now Clem, Bo has set a response that is 200ths clear off between the first two cars. Most people need laps now. It sounds like some people might bid it, which is awful. Marcus on that lap, so is Alex. Burris ran out of fuel, so he might cause a little bit of a distraction for some drivers. Rolling in the pits, okay. And so Alex is on lap number on his second one. Powering up now towards 350 kilometers per hour, then towards a hard braking sort of turns 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of a shake there, but he kept it together. And he's a 10th up, which may hit himself into the 192. And heading towards the first of the two Lesmos. Number 12 Ferrari pushing its absolute limit. Much quicker than last time. The other's wide open, a little bit late. Revving the absolute limits of his engine. 3 temps up. He might challenge himself for pole if he can find another 2 temps. Maybe possible 3 temps. Just now heading towards Parabolica. Can he keep his turn? Flat, beautifully quick to the final corner. Let's see what times he sets. He goes to P6 with 119.072. Well, Emily, that's backed off again, unfortunately. Now we see some drivers running out for the Fadlands. Who can challenge for pole position? Can we see the first? We have 2 drivers that broke Lewis Hamilton's record, but they are both 200 close to each other. Can we see the closest qualifying session in the hour history between the top 2? There's only one way to find out. And then we're going out for Emway's possible final one of the day. Let's see if Emway doesn't screw it up. Heading towards our screaming the Alpine's engine, and powering towards turn 1. A little bit loosey-goosey there a bit. Powering towards turn 2. Heading towards now to De La Boche chicane. And Emily is a 4,000 down, but he needs to be careful there, because there's going to be some people that said that's Alex is retired for the session. In the pit, I suppose, yep. And the people need to quickly move out of the way for the fast charging Alpine with Emily. As Emily now screaming towards the Escali chicane. One of the most beautiful tracks on the circuit, and a 200 style, 200's up in fact. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of carnage there. They have to quickly move out of the way. which they did. Nicely done by them. And it's a little bit still heading towards parabolic here. You see now there's slowly fast laps coming in now. You see what time Emery does. Emery goes to 14th fast with 119.5. I think we need to pay attention to Clem. And Burr and Cameron Don now on their final laps. Who's going to get pole position? This is going to be a brutal qualifying session. Qualifying's finished. And Clem is 4,000 up. 400 up, I mean. Not 4,000, 400. Let's see, Josh Evans is retired position. Oh, so is Marker. Awful qualifying session again for Evans. What was the championship leader now is Val's the championship leader now for you for the rest of the season. You know, Clem powering towards now towards the Scottish again. Is he faster? No, he's a little bit slow. He needs to try and challenge himself up. Spur is a little bit slower than them. That's Woody goes to the 118.710. Woody has snatched pole position right out of Clem's hands. This is going to be a very close qualifying session. Now it's just a little bit for tour. Heading towards the final corner for Clem. And he's off by 7 thousandths of a second. Unbelievable. Does Clem have the answer? No, he doesn't because his tap is invalidated. Cameron Dunn doesn't. And look, he's into the wall there. Let's watch about goes to 10th fastest. Wow. 7 thousandths of a second. The pole position goes to Woody. Wow. No words, but wow. Qualifying is concluded. Recording you. Anyway, you have a great lineup for today's race. We have Woody on pole position, Clem second, Bo third, S10 Mountains fourth, Filler fifth, Gerback sixth, Cameron Dodd seventh, Lucky eighth, Alex ninth, Joel 10th, Marco 11th, Max 12th, Joshua Evans again for another pole qualifying session from him, 13th, Pidgeot's 14th, Luke is 15th, Emily 16th, Susie 17th. Back on the grid for today's race. I hope there is rain. If there is rain, it'll be twice as more hectic. This track seems dry and urban. Drivers now setting up, dialing up their race strategies. Most horse strategies could be medium hard, or people trying to push to go for soft hards, or maybe go for 2-stop with medium hards or medium softs. We shall see. We shall see. Gonna be heading towards onto the far red lights for the Italian Grand Prix. The lights out and away we go as Woody's gets a good start. As Clem right behind him goes side by side, they go 3 wide with Burr heading towards turn 1. Just has to make course. So see what cars we have behind him as we have. What the? We have a little bit of carnage right behind there, the mic goes. I might apologise, I have a bit of technical difficulties on my hand. Oh. I'd like to apologise for everyone in the chat because my internet's been a little bit weird this weekend. This is not your results for today's race, my internet just actually died. I'd like to apologise for everyone in the chat. This is not the first time that happened to me. It happened to me at PSFF as well. I need a new invite, if possible. One minute. We might be back on this soon. I'd like to apologise for my downloads. See if everything is working. We'll be back spectating anyway. I'd like to apologise to everyone in the entire chat. And if I still have technical difficulties, I'll have to find someone else to take it over for me. We're on lap 3 already. We're okay, we're joining back into the lobby. Hopefully without any technical difficulties. Anyway, we're gonna get ourselves back into spectator mode, which is good. Now as Faust is the race leader. This is the first time that happened to me actually. Technical difficulties. Anyway, now we pay attention to the top 5. Hopefully without any technical difficulties this time round. On that 3. As Burr and Cameron down in 4th and 5th. We would put on tie data to this race. Tired. Fouls on the softs, most on the mediums, Fidge on softs, Josh is on the hards. Anyway, talking of tyres, here comes Woody down the outside of the Alpha Male, and there's Claire right behind him too. Accelerate 350 km an hour, heading towards turn 1. A little bit of a little touch there. And now it shows that I see 2 mix find each other behind them. Obviously Alex Lockheed has made an error. He crashed. But I do have a fortune unfortunately. Spanks has left the session. I guess Frank has got internet issues too, like me. As the both say, are racing each other now towards the Sky chicane. A yellow flag in sector 3. Look at the marker. Marker's binned off somewhere. There's a Pidgeo South race through Parabolica. For the first time of the day, we got 3 right into turn 1, very top 3. And then towards turns 1 and 2 as Marco's trying for the sessions. For the safety cars deployed. Safety cars, slow down, slow down. Marco was retired as well on track, I believe. Safety cars deployed. Anyway, now back in action. I'd like to apologise for the technical difficulties. Thanks to rejoined race, thankfully. So he has people pulling into the pits now. We have Joe, Philly in the pits. So is Clem. So is Watcherell. So is a few other people. They're going for a hard undercut. It's in the Mercedes Slayer third made and it's on track. There's been to left session out all flavour of the crash. We're slowly piling up. Bird P2. And lap 6 of 27. This Banks is also out of the race as well, unfortunately. Both AlphaTauri's having a dreadful day in the office at the home Grand Prix, astoundingly. If Loudhouse got a penalty for ignoring the yellow flags. Schoolboy ever. What's happened there? Live with the first actual penalty of the day. People are warming up the tyres. Smartly, Woody's using pumping the brakes. We're getting ourselves back underway. So my left session is called lag as well. I feel like F123 is bugged with the amount of disconnections and lags. Safety car's still out. I think we need to roll up a restart. Safety car needs slaps to it. That message came out way late for me to respond. See now as Woody heading himself towards the first, see how much chaos is happening behind him as the two Mercedes are battling each other. They're full wide. Oh, free right there. This might end in tears for anyone else. You see how Samara Fluker goes a little bit wide there. Need to pay attention back front. You see he has a massive amount of battles behind him. Trying to keep it clean together, please keep it clean. Oh, I see a hat of Clem. Just gone off the track there. Weirdly. What's happened to him? Is it with him? So is he now? Is he right behind him? And Papa Joe's little train. Picture is requesting a restart with a little bit of server lag. It's going to be a part of an F123 game fix. It's broken the game, but we'll still be a race on. We always see the Mercedes being a little bit curtailed there. Cameron Dunn's going to be overtaken by Josh Rivers. He needs to be careful of him, and he did collide with him. And Evans and Dunn restart is close together. As Evans goes past Dunn. Nicely done for him. I suppose it's just Burroughs now leading the race. Obviously two right there. Oh, we see it now for a bit of live. That was spotted. Oh, this is just well. Let's just focus on technology. Now out to race. The safety car's out again. What on earth happened there this time around? Safety car's out for the second time today. Mr. being stuffed there for the McLaren driver of Aston Martins. Safety car's out for the second time, so it's felt staying out. Philly is staying out of me. Safety car's out for the second time today. unfortunately. To Alpine November pinning into the pits. Henry Bottas in pits. Everyone's requesting for a restart, so we could possibly see a red flag. Possibly a 35%. Could possibly see a possible 35 to 25% restart. So we're going to get back underway shortly with 15 laps to go. I've safety casted out. Could be another late safety car in the lap again. Also going to stay up for another lap. Shall see. Yep, staying up for another lap, to lap number 12. Pinches join the race. Everyone is forecasting for a restart here. We could see a first red flag in the Ero Ps F2 of season 10. As most are voting against it, and safeguarding is sat down for the second time today. Hopefully no chaos is causing there. Hopefully my internet won't die this time around. Yep, everyone's voting against it. And we've got a total of 15 racing laps left to go. Anything could possibly change. And we were ready to race under again. Here we go again. Mamma mia, here we go again. We're ready again for the second restart of the Italian Grand Prix underway. Only 15 sprint laps to go. Let's watch about. He's trying to think in the booth here. On the Alpha Bale of Philly. Clips the door shut, which is nicely done for him. As meanwhile, as the Red Bull of Germany, you see Luca is spun out there at turn 1. You see a Mercedes of Burr thinking the booth on Sussy through the inside line. Can he break later? Can he keep it together? Still side by side. Kept it beautifully there. What a wonderful stuff. And meanwhile, it's behind him. The Haslam's been lost out by Joshua Evans. Moves to P4. Something wrong with Sussy perhaps. Absolutely awful restart from him. Anyway, we're racing out as fast as we can near red lightning. Heading towards out the inside and thinks about the move on Sussy. Woody is still behind him. The MIE's been overtaken because the MI bot. Deary me. Meanwhile, as the Mercedes, as the Ferrari of Alex, side by side with the Mercedes of Cameron Dunn, all a little bit of a wheel banging. Racing over 340 kilometers. Meanwhile, see the inside line, made by booth by the Williams of. As Leibniz is out of the race. Leibniz is a huge crash. It's a huge crash between him and Leibniz. German's got a penalty, 5-second penalty. There's even more collisions down there up there as well. Safety car's out there again. Huge collision again. As Cameron Dunn's also involved in a collision as well. So is German. I mean Alex Mead, not Cameron Dunn. Caused a collision when the safety car came out. This is going to be hectic. We think you should get possibly a 35% restart. We're on to the safety car for the third time today. I think we should probably. Photos is allowed out. He's extremely furious with Clem. What am I watching? A Formula 1 Grand Prix or some sort of ping pong match? Let's now we see what's well in the pits now. And some other people as well. Now down to 13 goodness. I think everybody's back in this session. Doesn't look like it. So Emma will get a disconnection. Could possibly see a red flag due to much chaos of MV23's online lobbies. It's been a little bit chaotic recently because the servers have been a little bit of a hiccup. Uh, what am I seeing here? So, we're going for safety car restart number 3. Safety car's in his slap. I'm putting now for the safety car restart number 3. Hopefully first time shall we see no more big crashes like we did see in PSF, like we did saw last week in Zandvoort. Once we had a quite big crash with Live now and Clem. We're now ready to go now. Once again. And Philly is now powering towards the first corner. Running away. We've got to be careful of Evans right behind him. But as Evans goes, moves to the far inside line. Goes brave about it, didn't go for the overtake. Meanwhile, Lockie is moving up places there. Lockie gets a penalty for going off the track a few times. Crazy stuff. I mean, you see now we lead a championship race league change, and we see now with we see Josh Evans is optimised for the move. And he actually did. We've got 3 penalties of Jermaine, Lockie and Alex for their actions. And we see now as Burr and Evans are fighting here for the top three in the race, as Burr's on much fresher tyres and Fowles on much older tyres, as Clem moves on the inside of Roswell. And when you see now thinking about a move, a bit slow, it's not enough here, as the one is straight line perfectly. See behind there's no planned overtake. Still see the top 3 still the same as they were. Philly, Burr and Evans fighting now. Here we go now, as Burr goes for the race lead now. Accelerated Clem gets the fastest off the race, so is Evans. Evans is on the inside line of Philly. And it was turn 1, make sure they don't crash there. A little bit of a kiss there. Both using the ERS birds, as Burr is escaping away in the lead. Trying to keep it clean throughout there, which is vitally important. As you see now, Fowles thinks for a fellow fixing overtake and keeps it behind. Incredible move by Josh. Credit to him. As you know, the Williams of Woody thinks the move had Fowles Philip as well on much older tyres. I think the move closes the door again. And Philip's a little bit slow there. So another take planned. We see 2 wide between Cameron Dunn and Lockie. Cameron Dunn and Sussy, in fact. Side by side, keep bang the wheels together. Kept it clean for there. The outage is now activated for the 3rd time today. As we see now, Woody battling against Philip for 3rd place. He's got the penalty, as Alex has got a 5-second penalty and he's retired from the race. Doesn't actually matter for him. He's retired in the pit lane. This race is done. Down to 12 drivers. Now we see a battle between Burr and Joshua Evans. Josh Evans needs to try to find something back to claw back into the championship fight he did after he had bad results in the first few races. As now Josh Evans has got the RS of him. See, another yellow flag is see, Josh Evans thinks about moving towards the outside line. As far as getting a penalty for the first time today. We're going off the track a few times. As the retired car is now cleared from the track, which is good to see. And we're already see close by now Slocky thinks Murphy on the inside line of Sussy on much older tyres. Sussy's going to lose out to the team out of Clevere. Back to the battle now for the lead. The race is Evans close to the outside line of Burr. Kept it beautifully clean there on much quicker tires as well. Can he actually make it to the end of those tyres? You see close behind. Aston Martin stays ahead of both Hasses. As watch about goes the past Sussy on much older tyres. So you know the battle lead is now changed now. Joshua Evans is leading the Italian Grand. EA service is just pure trash. I like to. Sorry about that, everyone. EA is just being a little bit of a hiccup. You need to join the session as quickly as possible. Oh, why do I keep getting internet errors for? Yay, your game saves are absolutely rubbish. Alright, we're back on track again. So who's he going to race now with the final few laps? Yellow flag. Snow's now boost back ahead of Joshua Evans. Josh Evans thinks about moving back inside of. I like to temporarily apologise to everyone in the chat for the horrific internet connection. It's not my fault, it's EA's fault. And past Paul Walker's burst now still leading the race. Sorry for the hiccups. You know, the eyes is not open. It's just everything start thinking about it. Thinking about it, kept boost, kept still second place. And still seeing how the battle now is much about goes past Philly. You know, Evans is now charging a ball for the possible race lead. Once again, so comes Evans now powering up with the hours again, setting up another run for both. We can actually stop it. I'm trying to think about it, going fast for the cars. Bob's a little bit wide there. Ball's off wide. He's lost the position, lost the race lead to Joshua Evans. As Joshua Evans snatches back the championship lead, possibly after this race. And we see close behind, the Mercedes of Cameron Dodd and Gerber close to each other, heading towards turn 1. Oh, there's contact there! There's contact there! Ero Ps is being collected by Cabin Don. And we're heading towards now to a second Esper. Tries to chance to go back, try to get himself back after he made that awful mistake. Because Cabin Don's getting penalty for going off the track a few times again. Cabin Don usefully burning his battery into a little pebble. Let's try to think about it. Need to pay back attention. It's now Josh's turn now to go right. It's going to be a three-way battle for the lead here. What's going to happen here now? The Ero's panning up now, 350 kilometers an hour. Ball is back a step ahead of Josh Evans. As fast as he's still defending his absolute life on these old tyres. Was he too wide? Oh, Ero Ps and Sussy made a little bit of a squeal there, a little bit of real oversteer. You can see now as Josh Evans tries to go, thinks about making a move towards the Scully after the two Lesbos. This is going to be a close fight between these three. Don't forget Ruddy's also involved as well as Bart is trying to defend their life for first place, as Josh's tyres is now starting to fade off a little bit from the pace. But that doesn't actually stop Josh trying to bounce back in the championship fight. As Josh is trying to think again, he's running towards the sky. As Josh thinks about moving on the inside of Parabolica, but stays behind. Josh runs a little bit wide. Josh has forgot to use his DRS. Josh has forgot to use his DRS. That's going to cost him a possible 2/10. Was behind us. Orchevelle is still not able to get past the very old knackered tyre running of Phil. Well, everyone's still trying to think about it. Yes, sir, so they'll be a little bit good for me today. They just maybe disconnect the same time, same circuit twice. Anyway, now Josh Evans is trying their absolute best to catch up to Bo for the race lead. You need to pay attention towards the backers as well. For the very old knackered tyres, trying to defend their absolute life on them. Josh Evans now might have a better word on board this time around, using the ERS. Can he actually make loose figure? He has got the DRS enabled. He's not using DRS again. Oh, he is now. Thinks about to go to the inside line, close to DRS again. Orchevelle goes past Philly, a P4. That could possibly wipe out Philly's championship lead. Yes, unfortunately for the Tifosi fans, meanwhile, as Josh Evans tried their absolute best to catch up to Burnout with 2 laps remaining now. Josh has got 67% and Burber's got 10% less than him, 13% even. Josh may have the beneficial advantage on the ERS. You could have loads of VRS to use for the final stint. Don't forget the Williams of Ruddy as well, challenging for the race win. Now there's plenty of the VRS now for Josh Evans now to charge. Yep, he's using the RS mode now, using it conservatively. As using the ERS a little bit there. Try to keep it clean towards Parabolica. And here goes now to the final lap of the Grand Prix. Who could win this? He's in front of race. We happen to see a yellow flag of Lockheed. Made a little bit of an error there. Because Joshua C sending his figs about going the inside line. But Lockheed has lost a handful of places there. Absolutely awful stuff with him. Meanwhile, you have the top 3 drivers are pushing the absolute limits. Lockheed is down to 13% energy. Josh has got 20% more than him. The yellow light, red light is flashing behind his rear view mirrors now. This is going to be a very close finish for the win for the Grand Prix. Who is the Italian fans around here? Unbelievable stuff. Josh has got the massive ERS advantage on him. He could possibly use it all. He's using all now. Can he try and get him past Ball? He's travelling much faster than him, heading towards Escavi. For one final time. Who could have win this race? As Josh is using all of his ERS, all of his power, all of his deduction systems. As Josh is scored the inside line. Heading towards Parabolica. This is going to be a photo finish in the Ero Italian Grand Prix PS F2. Who's going to win this race? Who's going to win this race? It's great. Oh my word. Paul has just won the Italian Grand Prix by 300 per second. Wow. What an eventful race that was. Wow. And Spot is the winner of the Italian Grand Prix. Three hundredths of a second. That was beautiful again. Absolutely beautiful again. Anyway. This is the closest finish for the top 2 battle I've ever seen in my entire life since Live Now was being overtaken by a 13-year-old. Unbelievable stuff for them. Let's have a look at our final standings. Oh, I'll tell the standings off. Boys to race winner. Everett second, Woody third, Watchwell fourth, Philly fifth, Cameron Dodd sixth, Sussy seventh, Ghost eighth, Sherman ninth, Clem 10th, Lockie 11th, Mo 12th. Well, that's a DSC because he disconnected. We have retirements of Alex, Leib, Aston Martins, Banks, Marco, and Pizia. Thank you. That was an extremely exciting race to watch. But it's done it again. Actually, went for real this time around. And now we'll have a post-race interviews on our Discord server. And I say thank you very much for watching, and I'd like to apologise for the lags and hiccups from the server. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a hiccup recently. And I say I'll see you again next week, same time, same place, same person, for the second part of the Italian Grand Prix. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.